Welcome back to Demonic Pacts. We've only got 8 more tasks until we get a new area. But those 8 tasks contain some problems. Going down the list, incompletion percentage still. We're still sitting here on a few waiting / can't realistically do tasks, unfortunately. Obtain a kebab from a random event. Could happen at any moment. Also could never happen at any moment. Best chance we get the drunken dwarf and then we just win. Or a 1 in some amount from a couple other randoms. Also we can't do other randoms because those are tasks and etc, etc. Next on the list of things we can't do right now realistically, 99 magic. Works really well if you have a magic build and go out and fight all the things and kill them really fast with magic. We do not have the gear, runes, or pact points to make that in any way, shape, or form viable. So that is not something we're going to do. And then, continuing on from 99 magic, people continue to fight things even more, getting all their XP in magic for some reason, to get 25 million XP in magic. Realistically, this is something we could probably accomplish once we inadvertently get 99 strength at some point, maybe. Because then it would not be too long, I don't think. Maybe like 5 mil XP an hour just AFKing certain locations. Might be able to do better. I think we might have access to like the Monkey Madness tunnels now with Asgarnia, maybe. We'll have to look into that, but that only matters once we have a different combat skill to get 25 million XP in. Because it's not going to be magic. Because again, we do not have anything to make that realistically viable here. We could just sit around, waiting until we get a kebab, and then go get about 1 million XP per hour in magic, doing something. But that would end the series, so we'd rather continue doing things here. Like the first task we can actually do here. 1 medium clue scroll. Here's something. We need a blue wizard robe and a blue wizard hat for this clue. Hat is available, just buying from the shop here. But the only way we can get a blue wizard robe is beginner clue scrolls. Now, is that something we could accomplish? There's no tasks specifically for doing beginner clues, mostly because a lot of those are over in Mistlin, which isn't a place you can go. We have 26 beginner clues here. We try to do things. Speak to Doric. It should be normally 1 in 44 rolls or something to get a wizard robe top from beginner clue. Which also technically be our best in slot magic, which again, that's why we're not getting 99 magic. But with higher chance of getting uniques, that's also potentially a problem. Could also get some collection log slots though, which would be helpful for whenever that task happens again. Talk to Doric, run over here. We only have the Asgarnia steps, so theoretically possible. We got a couple beginner clues. We have to think about sources for clue scrolls here too, potentially. These are the only medium clues that we have. So we kind of really do want to complete the steps if possible. Or then we need to go get clues from somewhere. By just killing guards or something. That'd be very easy. At any rate, we could also just, if there's only so many steps, we could drop a bunch of beginner clues, keep getting different steps. Leaves tutor, receive a strange device. In theory, Gam's Lair. This is going to be a spot. We might already have this in storage though. Collected a bunch of random bits and bobs from them. There's multiple strange devices. Yeah, one of these. One of these. It's somewhere. So I got at least 3 points where it could be. Atop Ice Mountain. Well, we could switch our teleport to go to Ancients, teleport up to Lasar. See if that would work. Again, though, the question is runes for a lot of that. We can try this for a little bit to try to preserve our medium clues. Could just be faster to kill hundreds of guards or something. Or cockatrice or whatever. At any rate, we kind of would want this just for future use. And potentially for making stash units. That's probably also a task or something. Should be the last bit of this beginner clue. A 3-step beginner? Ah. That's no good for anybody. What do we get? Wrong road. That needs to be blue. Can we make it blue? Is that a thing we can do? Blizzard robe? We can make a black robe. Aha, we can make it a blue robe. Okay. Well, that is fancy. We're being fancy about it. Could we have gotten this black robe from somewhere else? Potentially. Black robe with a blue dye. Make a blue robe. Black robe from Dark Wizards. Potentially. Okay. I could see that. I can work with that. We're just kind of lucky in one here. Not complaining. Anyways, that's going to allow us to continue working on the medium clue. So that's great. Dye shop, right over here. Use this shop earlier for other things. Making it work. Making it work. A bit more running around Varlamore, making a few more things. Here's our medium casket. There's a pretty good chance that we complete additional tasks here for getting uniques and getting collection slot stuff or whatever. But if we don't, we have other problems. Open the medium clue. Can't avoid getting stuff, whatever it is in here. Medium clue scroll opened. Gain a unique item from a medium clue scroll. Yep. We gained 3 even. A black boater, a leprechaun hat, and a Gothic smiter. This Gothic smiter might be, again, one of our better items. There you go. That is medium clue. Let's see where the gain unique from a medium was on the list. Should be pretty close. Literally just a few down here. 56.2% got unique. 56.9% completed one. So, yeah, that 0.7% that didn't get a unique on their first medium clue. Which seems wild how common things are here. Okay. Next task. Defeat Cerberus. Yeah. Trying to figure out exactly how this is at this point on the list here. We have multiple other Slayer-related tasks further down, like defeat enemies, maybe. We did 250, I don't think there's more. But like, defeat any superiors. It must just be people that chose the Slayer relic and then just only did boss Slayer and got to 91 Slayer, or maybe used Summer Pies or whatever to boost 5 levels to fight Cerberus. We'd also need a Hellhounds task, which we can't pick from 3 tasks that were a boss task since we don't have that. And our current everything is in no way prepared to get 91 Slayer. That is, like 99 Magic, physically possible, wildly out of reach. In order to make things continue working, we need to not do that right now, unfortunately. So instead, we're just going to go sleep in the Paramaya Inn, and then complete 10 laps of the Varlamore Agility course. Colossal Worm time. Get some Agility XP. Ah, the Paramaya Inn. Some real 2003 content here. We are a weary traveler. Sail on night's rest. Open the doorway, climb up, and there you go. A nice medium task. Sliding down the zip line. We get our 10th lap here for 30 points. Also got a bunch of termites, which we can trade in with this anteater. Termite eater? We can get some things in here, I suppose. 40 termites for that, 900, all that, 100 termites here. We can get both of these. These might both be collection accents. Or one of them is at least. Good enough. We can also trade this in for, like, other stuff. Marks of Grace. We can technically get the Graceful and then recolor it. That'd be something. No filters. Yeah. That's all the termites we can use. Okay. Next is, like we were saying earlier with Slayer, defeat a superior Slayer creature. Just one. Just any. Unlock bigger and banner for 150 Slayer points, or have tier 3 relic. We already have tier 3, that's fine. So we just need to get a Slayer task that has a superior. That's gonna be part of it. Well, let's see. I may have been a little bit overzealous with canceling tasks with the Slayer points. So now we're stuck on a Black Demon's task, which is great. At least it's pretty quick with the Thorns, I guess. Well, anyways, this has led to the thing I said would presumably happen at some point here. Happens sooner than expected. We're going to get a level. We've actually gotten quite a few levels. 99 strength. That's 200 points. That's pretty good. Let's go see how far down the list that was supposed to be. We're supposed to be using magic. Can't be done. Up at the top here, we got the 25 million, which is now a task we can do after we get a superior, I guess. In order that we're unlocking here. We also might get... We're not getting close to 91 Slayer, though. And then for other things, there's... this. We don't need to worry about that. Already did that. A God Sword could be difficult. 35 million XP. And again, would just be magic. There's hit points 99. And then we keep going down. And we keep going down. We keep going down. We keep going down. Here's 99 strength at 35%. Wild. Wild stuff down here. Anyways, back to getting a superior somehow. I think we need to go to Childar instead. Slayer tasks are very strange in this league. And then after we get a superior, we need to go get 25 million strength XP, I guess. First task after the Black Demons over at Childar. We got jellies. That's the chilled jellies down here in the frozen dungeon place we got from the quest. And just immediately into the vitreous chilled jelly here. Still 241, my goodness. It's probably gonna have a lot of Slayer XP too. Well, that's also nice. Man, well, this worked a lot better. And then we'll stop the Slayer. We could, in theory, continue the Slayer, but defeat a superior Slayer creature. No special drops or anything. Could also get boots here or something for collection log slots and everything. But now we just need to go and get that 25 mil task cleared off. It's gonna be a little bit. I think I was talking about earlier, Monkey Madness Caves or something. That's canon. We can't go there. So we're just back here at the orcs. They are very aggressive, very attacking me. It's gonna be perfectly good. We're getting all this strength XP. We also are getting some attack levels from the blind bag. Sarkat which we probably... Can we wield this? There's a lot of different wielding obsidian things, tasks we haven't done yet. We need to change the style on the thing for the blind bag to get that, but 25 million strength XP, 200 points. We also couldn't wield the Bandos Tacits because they wouldn't attack us then. So that's where we are in that. So a little bit less strength, so a little bit less in the damage from the thorns. I'm leaving. Okay. And now, one more task. Everything has just about lined up here. If we hadn't completed some of the tasks that we did, we would have gotten here to the defeat an Echo boss task. Would have been going to farm some Amoxicillin, get the orb, and have to do a more difficult boss fight. I think we'll be coming up soon enough. But first, a Pyrofox and a new area. We will probably be coming back for these more often. We have to do like hunter guild tasks and things. There it is. Medium task. Catch a Pyrofox. And enough tasks to unlock a new area. Very exciting. Okay. Tasks completed. 300. My goodness. Okay. This is the second area we get to, well, choose is not quite the right word, but get unlocked. Which means we have 7 options. Some of which would be immediately more useful. But we take what we get. The options are Kandarin, Tyrnwyn, Korend, and Cabos, technically. The Desert, Mauritania, Wilderness, and Fremennik. Spin, spin, spin. What are we gonna get? It is the Wilderness. Alright. We've had some Wilderness League stuff before. It's got some decent stuff. Very doable. Wilderness is the entire wilderness. Shocking, I know. Last man standing and bounty hunter won't be accessible. Death behaves differently in the wilderness. PvP deaths are just PVM deaths. Lost items go to the gravestone, and the gravestone moves to your respawn location. PVM deaths unaffected. Loot keys disabled. Instance areas. Underground areas with entering the wilderness will also be included. Transportations via everything. Only works for places you can get to with the areas you have unlocked. Found travel options restricted. Crossing the wilderness. Ditch. Using the deserted keep. And demonic pacts will be disabled in PvP, which is fine. Information here. You have the noble settlements, like the bandits camp, Dark Warriors Fortress. Perhaps Enclave is something. Get some teleports to there. The Mage Arena, where we can get blood runes, probably. What's all in the Mage Arena? Just exactly. We've got Cosmic Runes, which is, again, something. Let's see exactly what runes we have here. It's the store. Mage Arena. Nice runes. No blood runes. Okay. Is there no blood runes? There's blood runes. We got, again, death runes, I guess. Still want blood runes for doing magic at some point. Battle runes? Anything else? Winners? Winners? Where's this battle rune shop? Ah. Can we do that? Post-mini quest? Pre-mini quest? We'll have to see if we complete the Enter the Abyss. Because if we do that, we can get blood runes from the Mage of Zamorak. But anyways. Ferox Enclave's teleports. Mage Arena, that's the Mage Arena capes. We can get all the capes that'll maybe help for magic. But it's more like magic thorns and accuracy doesn't matter, so might be better off with a tankier cape. There's the Rogue's Castle, stuff for there, Pirate's Hideout. Plenty of bosses and enemies out in the wilderness. Callisto, Artio, Chaos Fanatic, Chaos Elemental, Corporeal Beast, oh my goodness. Crazy Archaeologist, the 4-3 Dungeon, King Black Dragon, Lava Dragons, Mage Arenas 1 and 2, Scorpio Vetenass, Spindle Vedian Calderon, the Wilderness God Wars Dungeon, although we already have the regular God Wars Dungeon, and the Wilderness Slayer Cave. We got Abyss Rune Crafting, which is very nice. Alternate access restricted to areas. Well, there's still, even from Karamja, you get the nature altar, so that's at least something. Go to the Air Obelisk, get Blackton Champas, Black Salamanders, Dark Crab Fishing, the Earth Obelisk is down there too. Fountain of Rune, Chaos Altar, Wilderness Agility Course, Wilderness Resource Area, the Rogue's Chests. Access to Revenant Caves will be free. Access to Wilderness Agility Course will be free. Dying will not reset lap counter at the Agility Course. Okay. Crystallian assigns layered tasks, not assigning wilderness specific tasks. See which master it's based on. It's a very strange Slayer here, but we have more options and stuff from all the wilderness enemies. So it has to feel within the wilderness will have a chance to drop in Laren's keys. That's even just more bonus loot and stuff, so that's fun. Unlocks, does complete Enter the Abyss, perfect. So that gets us access to the Abyss for runecraft and blood runes from the shop there. Would still be better with wrath runes to do the biggest, strongest spells, but Wave at least gets the job done once we switch over to some magic options. Once we have more pacts and such. Anyways, Wilderness Diary Masters, maybe go into Pacts Enclave so you can get that. Some tasks are auto-completed. And Comet achievements. Various drops are affected by the drop rate multiplier. Everything from Revenants, all the shields, Dragon Boots, Dragon Two-Handed Pickaxe, all uniques from all the bosses, Draconic Visages. Units of Eternal Glory. Even with like 5 times rate, that's still very rare. Dagon High, unique stuff from the Zombie Pirates, Superior Slayer creatures, Eldercast Druids, Smoldering Stones. So that's all something. And then there is the Echo, King Black Dragon. Difficulty Elite, Wilderness Echo Orbs, drops the King's Barrage crossbow, which is pretty neat. That's something. If we go back, we can look at what the Echo guys are in the other spots we have here. We got Echo of Moxiliado, which is the one we were probably going to fight. Well, we're probably going to need to fight to get the first Echo. I guess technically now, potentially do the King Black Dragon. That's probably a task for fighting the King Black Dragon the first time though, so probably not. The Moxiliado we have access to, so that's at least something. Drops the Infernal Tech-Patel. It's a two-handed, 2 weapons, 2 hitting thing. Kramja does not even have an Echo. Not much going on in Kramja, except for like fight caves and fight pits and Inferno and all that. Asgarnia, Echo in there was Cerberus, which first up we need 91 Slayer, which it's a whole thing. And Fang of a Hound, it does something. Not at the point we need to worry about that. Anyways, Wilderness unlock. Unlock the Wilderness. You can only get 5 in total. Cannot go back. Confirm. Okay. Plenty of good stuff. Lots of pretty easy tasks for lots of points in the Wilderness. A decent place to be, all things considered. Let's do our area teleport to the Wilderness. It's gonna put us right in Ferox Enclave. It's gonna be great. And then we need to reset the task list with all the new Wilderness tasks. And also look through all the Wilderness tasks to see all the things that we cannot do right now. Like visit Ferox Enclave. Okay, sure. That's probably literally the first one. It's fine. But anyways, we'll be out in the Wilderness, potentially, probably, doing some things. If our access and our first times in Asgarnia were anything to be believed, we're probably going to start off by just getting a whole bunch of super easy Demonic Pact points. So combine that with the 12 we currently have, we might be able to do something here. Probably going to need to take a reset to get rid of the 1 blind bag bonus here, because that's not going to help too much. We can start rotating this over into the magic tree. That could be very helpful. Especially now that we actually have some better runes we can use. Right down in the shop. Down that way. We will see. Next time. Goodbye.